Pi Network, Pi White Paper Part 4. Hang in there, bear with me. Hopefully you get some value out of this so you can understand the power in this and be on the front end of what can be futuristically. Let's dive in. Hello, you got Mr. Smith, 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and this is the 4th part of the 6-part series as it relates to the Pi Network, Pi's White Paper. So let's talk about utility. Utility, pooling and monetizing our time online. Let's go. Today, everyone is sitting on a website treasure trove of untapped resources. Each of us spend hours a day on our phone. While on our phones, each of our views, posts, or clicks creates extraordinary profits for large corporations. At Pi, we believe that people have the right to capture value created from their resources. We all know that we can do more together than we can alone. On today's web, massive corporations like Google, Amazon, Facebook have immense leverage against individual consumers. As a result, they are able to capture the lion's share of value created by individual consumers on the web. Pi levels the playing field by allowing its members to pool their collective resources so they can get a share of the value that they create. The graphic below is the Pi stack, where we see particularly promising opportunities for helping our members capture value. Below, we go into each of these areas in more detail, introducing Pi stack, unleashing underutilized resources. So you see the Pi ledger, and so on. Pi ledger and shared trust graph, scaling trust across the web. One of the biggest challenges on the internet is knowing who to trust. Today, we rely on the rating systems of providers such as Amazon, eBay, Yelp to know who we can transact with on the internet. Despite the fact that we customers do the hard work of rating and reviewing our peers, these internet intermediaries capture the lion's share of the value created with this work. Pi's consensus algorithm described above creates a native trust layer that scales trust on the web without intermediaries. While the value of just one individual social circle is small, the aggregate of our individual security circles build a global trust graph. That helps people understand who on the Pi network can be trusted. The Pi network's global trust graph will facilitate transactions between strangers that would not have otherwise been possible. Pi's native currency, in turn, allows everyone who contributes to the security of the network to capture a share of the value they have helped create. Pi's attention marketplace, bartering unutilized attention and time. Pi allows its members to pool their collective attention to create an attention mark much more valuable than any additional attention alone. The first application built on this layer will be a scarce social media channel currently hosted on the home screen of the application. You can think of the scarce social media channel as Instagram with one global post at a time. Pioneers can wager Pi to engage the attention of other members of the network by sharing content. That can be text, images, videos, or asking questions that seek to tap into the collective wisdom of the community. On the Pi network, everyone has the opportunity to be an influence or to tap into the wisdom of the crowd. To date, Pi's core team has been using this channel to poll the community's opinion on design choices for Pi, e.g. the community voted on the design and colors of the Pi logo. We have received many valuable responses and feedback from the community on the project. One possible future direction is to open the attention market for any pioneer to use Pi to post their content while expanding the number of channels hosted on the Pi network. In addition to bartering attention with their peers, pioneers may also opt into bartering with companies that are seeking their attention. The average American sees between 4,000 to 10,000 ads a day. Companies fight for our attention and pay tremendous amounts of money for it, but we, the consumers or the customers, receive no value from these transactions. In Pi's attention marketplace, companies seeking to reach pioneers will have to compensate their audience in Pi. Pi's advertising marketplace will be strictly opt-in only and will provide an opportunity for pioneers to monetize one of their greatest untapped resources, their attention. Pi's barter marketplace builds your personal virtual storefront. In addition to contributing trust and attention to the Pi network, we expect pioneers to be able to contribute their unique skills and services in the future. Pi's mobile application will also serve as a point of sales where Pi's members can offer their untapped goods and services via a virtual storefront to other members of the Pi network. For example, a member offer up an underutilized room in their apartment for rent to other members on the Pi network. In addition to real assets, members of the Pi network will also be able to offer skills and services via their virtual storefronts. For example, a member of Pi network could offer their programming or design skills on the Pi marketplace. Over time, the value of Pi will be supported by a growing basket of goods and services. Pi's decentralized app store, lowering the barrier of entry for creators. The Pi network shared currency, trust graph, and marketplace will be the soil of the broader ecosystem of the decentralized application. Today, anyone that wants to start an application needs to bootstrap its technical infrastructure and community from scratch. Pi's decentralized application store will allow dApp developers to leverage Pi's existing infrastructure as well as the shared resources of the community, and users, entrepreneurs, and developers can propose new dApps to the community with requests for access to the network's shared resources. Pi will also build its dApps with some degree of interoperability so that dApps are able to reference data, assets, and processes in order to decentralize in other decentralized applications. So if you haven't already been joined to be a part of the Pi network, click the available link below. Be sure to use the sponsor code MOBILECRYPTO so you can get your free piece of the pie. This is another daily slice of the pie, part 4. We're almost wrapping up with part 5 and 6. That concludes this video. See you on the next one.